For this week's report, the Select Board discusses ARPA funding and other issues at their September 6th meeting. TEAM Equinox Fest to kick off fall this weekend in Swayze Parkway. An opportunity to test drive electric cars comes to downtown on September 25th. And the Kiwanis Club raises money for children's charities with a successful Exeter UFO Festival. For Exeter TV, I'm Bob Glowacki, and this is the Exeter Biweekly Report. Let's get started. The Select Board met last Tuesday, the 6th, due to the Labor Day holiday. Here's a recap of what was discussed at the meeting. They heard a quick election update from the supervisor of the checklist about this week's election on Tuesday, the results of which can be found on the town website at exeternh.gov/elections. Police Chief Stephen Poulin asked the board if they would approve using ARPA funds to purchase new tasers for the department.
Tasers came to the Exeter Police Department in 2006. I was the first taser instructor then. In 2017, we replaced all our tasers with the newest version due to some perceived health issues with the original taser. 5 years is the standard useful life recommendation for the taser. It's not an expiration date, but what that means is it's basically a computer and there's firmware inside it that may or may not be reliable when you need to use it.
The town has received $1.6 million in funding from the American Rescue Plan, or ARPA. Of this funding, the Select Board has already allocated $836,626 towards various town projects. The Select Board did not approve the request from the police department.
We had a list of possible ideas, and we don't have any numbers associated with those. And although I completely understand the importance of this, I am leaning toward this being a budget, part of the budget process and not part of the ARPA fund.
What our priorities are, what department head priorities, and just like, so we're all thinking this through.
Okay.
And then it could be that we save some ARPA money for next year. But like, what is our plan with this, I guess?
When Melissa gave the update, 2 meetings ago, we all basically agreed that we wanted the money to be used for projects that are going to be, or initiatives that are going to be longstanding. And I think that, some of them, the IT, infrastructure we needed, and that was a result of, some of it is a result of COVID or just age. But
right.
I think I agree with both, with all board select women here, that I think that rather than having the department heads come up one at a time, if you can follow up from your department head meeting and have them submit those to you, and we can put that as an agenda item for the board to just kind of look at big picture. Because we've only got a little over $700,000 left. That's not much.
The board also accepted the easement of conservation land relating to the Rose Farm project. And finally, town planner Dave Sharples addressed the board regarding the acceptance of Invest New Hampshire funding to reevaluate the town's zoning.
Just a kind of a 30,000, 60,000 foot view of it. Kind of when you're planning a community, there are many limiting factors to growth, and they're all related to your capacity, your capacities, and for example, your sewer capacity, your water capacity, natural resource capacity, like natural resources, how they can absorb the pollutant loading of development and so forth, and provide water quality and so forth. There's transportation network capacity. Roads can only handle so much traffic until most of those capacities can be overcome, but they require some significant capital improvements to them. So the goal is like see what our existing capacities are, figure that out, see the ability, and I believe we do have some capacity to sustain some growth, but figure out what those are, and then allow development and concentrate it in areas that not only doesn't exceed our capacity and create, large capital improvement expenditures, but also is a fiscal benefit to the town.
As always, you can watch the full meeting on our YouTube page. Summer is almost over with the fall equinox a little under 1 week away. But TEAM is kicking off the fall season with their annual Arts and Music Fest in Swayze Parkway tomorrow. Here's a quick promo of what you can expect.
Don't miss the Team Exeter Arts and Music Fall Equinox Fest this Saturday from 11 a.m. till 5 p.m. in picturesque Swayze Parkway in downtown Exeter, New Hampshire. This outdoor celebration ushers in the fall season, featuring some of the Seacoast's finest musical talent, artists, cultural exhibits, food trucks, and yoga sessions. There will be loads of vendors, kids' activities, and live performances. Enjoy music by several local homegrown favorites, including the Sini Hunt Project and Bitter Pill, as well as a host of other local acts on 2 stages. It's a day full of art, music, food, and fun presented by TEAM, Town of Exeter Arts and Music. Enjoy it all for only a $10 suggested donation per person or $20 for the entire family. The Town of Exeter Arts and Music Fest, Saturday, September 17th from 11 till 5. TEAM is a non-profit organization.
Ever wanted to drive a Tesla? The Exeter Energy Committee is hosting their 5th annual electric car showcase on Sunday, September 25th. We spoke to Energy Committee Chair Renee Allen for more information.
Regular citizens around town are bringing their cars. They're going to pop the top so you can take a look inside. We have commitments from the Volvo dealership, the Audi dealership, and the BMW dealership to come down here and give you professional test drives. So this is my car. It's a combo car. I've been driving electric for 7 years now. So on the other side there, we've got the gas tank. You open the door, you fill it up with gas. But every night I do this. I open it up and I plug it in my garage. This car will get me 30 miles on electric, and then it switches right over to the gas tank, and I can go another 300, 400, 500 miles. So I'll have this car down at the event, and come on by and ask all your questions about how it would be for you to drive electric. You know, many of us are concerned about the planet and about our families. Driving an electric car is one of the biggest things a person can do to reduce their own carbon footprint. So come on down to this educational event and learn about electric cars. There's no pressure, there's no sales. It's just talking to people who own cars. I hope to see you there. Thanks.
The Exeter UFO Festival was back in the town hall earlier this month after a 2-year break due to COVID. The fundraiser for the Kiwanis was a big hit.
It's really fun and there's a lot of activities, and it's really cool that there's a lot of recycled things getting put to use.
We made a hammer / spaceship for the alien. I think the festival is really nice, and it's really good for like little kids to come and build stuff and get finger paintings.
As a reminder, you can watch our coverage of the festival on our YouTube page or on Channel 98. That does it for this week's report. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to help us spread the word. We'll be back on September 30th for the next edition of the show. For Exeter TV, I'm Bob Glowacki, and this has been the Exeter Biweekly Report. Have a good weekend, everybody.